Hello YouTube viewers and random Tron Legacy fans. Now today we're going to talk about this, which is the Tron Legacy Deluxe Clue figure, and here it is in its packaging. So obviously we'll talk about that first. As you can see, nice big viewing window here, allows you to see the 7-inch figure inside it, and there's little accessories, a little light disc in there, there's a little ID disc, whatever the hell it is, and there's a little katana there as well. Nice big Tron Legacy logo down the side here, just in case you've missed what movie this is from. Disney logo up there at the top as well. Little sort of picture there of how the figure's used, etc. And down here we've got Deluxe Clue, a little impulse projection logo there as well. On the back of this, as you can see, we've got a load of writing, and it's in a load of different languages, so this is pretty much just the international version that they've released, and had to put so much of the same information but in a different language on the back there, which is quite sad really, because I like packaging that looks good on the front but also on the back. Tron Legacy logo there, and just a list of contents that you get in the box. But enough about this box, as nice as it is. Let's crack it open and take a look at the figure itself. Anyway, onto the actual figure. So here he is. He stands about 7 inches tall. Very well detailed was the first thing I noticed. I don't really know, you probably can't see it on this, but very nicely detailed. Lots of little sort of indents there on his suit, and around the back there as well, all very well detailed. I think he's kind of the wrong color. I don't know, I've only seen Tron Legacy once, but I think in the actual Tron Legacy movie he's yellow, whereas here he's orange. So I think they've got that a little tiny bit off. The helmet's detailed very nicely. I really like that too, because with figures like this you expect it to be very basic. But overall, the detail in general is very nice, and I really like it. Okay, as far as articulation goes, it is quite limited. Unfortunately, you can't turn his head, but that's because of the impulse projection system, but we'll talk about that in a moment. And his arms can rotate the full 360 degrees. There's a little join there just at the top of his bicep and tricep there that allows you to spin it in and out. There's a little bit of a sort of joint there at the elbow, but unfortunately if you pull this too much, there's a little sort of peg in there, you can actually pop his arm off. So I don't know if you're a kid playing with these, you can use it and play, just sort of de-res his arm or whatever you want to do, but very unfortunate that it pops out like that. There's also some articulation in his wrist there as well. No waist articulation, again for the same reason why there's no head articulation. His legs have that type of articulation that I really don't like. It's sort of similar to the original Iron Man sort of figures from the first movie, because they have this little sort of ball joint in here, and it's really awkward trying to get the legs to move while this ball joint's here, because I don't know what it is, but you can have him standing like that, or you can have him standing with his legs kind of stuck out a wee bit, so it's just really awkward trying to get that ball joint to move in there. But because of it, you can move his leg in and out like that. Very restricted knee movement, as you can see there. It's kind of hindered at the back here, so you can only move it slightly, and no real more articulation down the bottom of his foot. Apart from that, his foot can rotate in and out like that, and up and down slightly, but that's pretty much it for articulation. So he comes with 2 accessories, the first obviously being his little light disc, ID disc, I don't really know what you call it, but that's it there. Nice little detail on it there, those little orangey yellow lines on it, so quite nice that they've included those. It could have just been a black disc, which would have been horrible. And this just pops onto his back, pretty much like the way you put a Blu-ray into a Blu-ray case, or a DVD into a DVD case. It just literally pops onto his back, so let me see if I can show you guys. Just pops on there, and there you go, that's it in place, and that won't come off, and it's held in place quite firmly until you just pop it off again. So that's very nice. I like that they can do that. Mimics the movie very well. Let's see if I can pop it back in. There we go. And will he stand? Let's hope he does. Yeah, obviously. And his other little accessory he comes with is this sort of katana blade here. Now, I also bought the Sam Flynn figure, and with him you get a baton, or a baton, and that's pretty much just that, and it's a little bit pointless, but I like that they've made it more interesting by adding that katana blade to the end of it, and it just pops into his hand. So let's see if I can pop it in here. There we go. Oh, no. It's a little hard to get these figures to hold anything because of their limited posability, but there you go. That's him with his little katana blade there. The deluxe figures in the Tron range do come with a very nice little special feature, and perhaps one of the main reasons why I decided to buy the deluxe figures. As you can see on the side there's a little sort of button just under his arm, and whenever you push this, this activates his light and sound, and a very nice little feature called something projection. What the heck is it called? Impulse projection. And this pretty much means there's a little projection of his face that comes on, and it kind of moves, and I don't know if this will pick it up or not, but let's hope for the best, eh? So you push the button once, and as you can see, this little sort of chest lights up, which is quite nice, and this will stay on for about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so before it finally dies off. But you know, I like that. That's very nice. They didn't have to include that, and I'm very glad they did. Unfortunate though that it's only just the sort of front section of his chest that lights up. You know, you don't get any more light around the back, for example, or, you know, down his arms even, but then again that would restrict the articulation even more, which would be more annoying and so forth. But anyway, the main point of this is the impulse projection. So when you press this button once, obviously it lights up. Press it twice and you get the impulse projection. So here we go.
You get the reward you deserve.
Yeah, it showed up a little bit better than I thought it would. Let's see if I can show you guys again. You can't really tell too well, but it's very excellent, and whenever I saw this in Forbidden Planet, I tried it out and I thought it was amazing. Like, you know, it's a little glitchy and it's got a ways to go, but I really think this is the future of toys, definitely. There is an Indiana Jones figure out there somewhere where you press his chest and the sort of lips move, which is a little bit scary, and this is kind of like the technology equivalent of it. And yeah, I really like that. Like, there's a sort of little basic sculpt of a face behind his mask here, which the image is projected on. If you can kind of see, if I can show you guys, you can roughly make it out on my camera. Like, I'll show you some pictures of it later on, and maybe that'll be a little bit clearer. But I really like that. I think it's awesome. So he comes with a couple of phrases, and his mouth actually moves to the phrase, which is quite nice. So you can just about see that, but I really love that. I think that's excellent. It's got a ways to go though. It's, you know, it hasn't really been perfected yet as such, but definitely very impressed by that, and I think it's a very remarkable feature. All in all, what do I think of this figure? Well, it's a lot like the movie itself. From the outset it does look very flashy and sort of dazzling and very nice, but whenever you get up close to it, you can sort of start to notice some major flaws with it that could have been easily fixed. Like, for example, yes, the impulse projection is fantastic, and I really think we're on the verge of seeing something very special here as toys evolve over the next couple of years, but unfortunately that is a very big hindrance to the overall quality of the articulation of the toy, and certainly for a child playing with this, I don't really know if they'd like it, because, you know, it's very sort of basic in terms of articulation, and also for collectors as well. You can't really put them in a nice pose. Now, again, like I was saying earlier, that's something I really wanted from these figures, to put them in a nice pose, stick them on my shelf with, like, firing the light disc at somebody else, but unfortunately that's just not the case. They don't really stand too well either, and very unfortunate that they didn't come with any sort of backdrop or stage with them either, so that's kind of annoying, and hopefully another set of Tron Legacy toys will come out for the more adult collector. Overall, very nice. I like it. I definitely like its little light up features and its impulse projection features. The box is quite nice too if you're someone who likes to keep them in their boxes. And the katana is a nice change from the normal sort of basic and boring baton. So thanks very much for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's countless more online. Thanks very much. Bye bye.